Hi everybody, this is Kiefer with DangerouslyHardcore.com bringing you another tubecast today. Alex and Navarro and I have a little competition going on. We each decided that we would discuss what body parts our gender likes most in the opposite gender. And we're going to post a series of videos describing those body parts, obviously, probably not in too much detail, and exercises to make them better. And we're going to see who gets more likes on their videos or more total views. But anyway, I thought I would start off this series, and I would bet a lot of people out there guess that I'm going to say men like breasts. And although it's like 50-50 between that and the next most favorite body part, there's really not much training you can do to exaggerate the breasts for females. There is something nutritionally you can do, but I wanted to start with glutes and the exercises that you can do. Guys love glutes, or at least serious guys love glutes. That's why guys who train hard and care about how they look usually don't date runners, because runners have flat, horrible asses. So one thing you can do, and a problem I find that most women have when they're trying to build their glutes don't build very well, and that's because they don't know how to activate them, or they sit a lot. Well, if you sit a lot, your glutes learn not to activate. So you got to bring those back to life. I found a series of 3 exercises that are excellent for waking your glutes up and getting them to work again. The first one is the single leg dumbbell deadlift. Notice carefully that the dumbbell that you hold the dumbbell in the opposite hand of the foot you stand on, and you hold the dumbbell over that foot as you go down. You hinge at the hip. It's a great exercise. You need to play with your knee position and stay sitting back until you feel it in the glute. There's another reason. If you notice it's actually Alex. She has her hand in her hip, and that's a type of neural feedback to help that glute activate. The next exercise is the abductor, affectionately known as the yes machine in many gyms. But if you do that properly and you arch your back really hard, when you open up, you can actually feel it, and you'll see it in the video. You'll see the upper glutes, which is a really problem area for women. You'll see the upper glutes activate. It brings that whole glute up and starts to wake up the glute. And then finally, the sumo deadlift. This is an incredible exercise to make your glutes fire. They almost have no choice because of the orientation that you're putting yourself into. So those 3 exercises, done roughly in that order, will really help wake up your glutes and build your glutes. I helped Alex build a championship ass with these 3 exercises almost exclusively and nothing else. Well, and some deep squats, of course, to follow. But that's about it. So that's the first tip. And I did mention there is a nutritional way for women to increase their breast size. And it turns out that alcohol increases production of a hormone called prolactin, which sparks breast tissue growth. I'm not saying I recommend that you go get drunk to increase your breast size, but if you do happen to imbibe from time to time, it will help your breast growth slightly. So all of these tips, remember, diet is 90% of how you look. These tips can only shape the muscle once you've brought it into appearance by using your diet correctly. All right, that's another tip from Dangerously Hardcore on this tubecast.